Game 4 of the Western Conference Semifinals. The San Antonio Spurs have a commanding 3-0 series lead. Is it time for their dreams to be realized?
It's Game 4 of the Western Conference. Here we go. And it's San Antonio to start out. And the starting group for the Spurs. Filling the perimeter spots are Castle and Vassell. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox. And it's Champagnie in at the power forward position. Outside Edwards. Pass to Randall. Shot clock at 5. Outside Conley. Off target from outside. Here's Champagnie. Here's Fox. Plays it up and banks it in.
Nice work inside from the smaller Fox. So cunning and crafty around the rim.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. Randall left side. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, Randall is a problem inside. He has so many ways he can beat you down here.
Here's Castle. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
San Antonio shooting their first foul shot of the night. That one misses for Castle.
And what I like about Castle's game is the versatility, right? He's a legitimate two-way threat who's willing to take on whatever role helps the team.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Chris Finch. I wanted to know what his defensive scheme was against De'Aaron Fox, and he told me we need to limit transition opportunities because that's when he's really dangerous. Speed is one of his biggest strengths, so we need to slow the game down to our pace. Let's see if they're able to accomplish it. Guys, back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Conley sets a screen for Edwards. Traps in the tray.
I love how competitive Edwards is. He relishes getting revenge like this.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. It's Edwards on the wing. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
And a good-looking view of that throwdown from the AT&T Connected Cam. Outside, Fox. Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Fires the three. And again, it's San Antonio with the three.
They are on fire, just in a great groove here early on.
Conley, the pass to Randall. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. To the inside. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Vassell.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Down low. Here's Edwards. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Minnesota making some changes. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Randall. And it's Dosunmu in for McDaniels. Then for the Spurs, Harrison Barnes comes in for Devin Vassell. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Stephon Castle. Johnson outside. Pass to Champagnie. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
A little something extra with that finish from Fox.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Edwards kicks to Reed. From outside, off the mark.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Here's Fox. Misses off the right eye. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the field at this point. And slam dunk by Gobert.
What a slam by Gobert. He's solid getting positioning inside and using it to his advantage.
Here's a look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the best shooters during the postseason. Third is Dylan Harper. Fourth, De'Aaron Fox.
And they've both been extremely hot from the floor. Great timing on their part to get it going in the postseason.
Phillips sinks the triple.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
Here's Harper, and the layup is good.
Superb focus from Harper on that shot, absorbing the contact well.
And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. 6-point game. Out to the right wing. Pass to Highland. Lets it go from deep. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Harper. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
You see just how assertive Harper is down low. This kid fears absolutely nothing.
Here's Highland. Rebound by Johnson.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
And Harper slams it in.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Reed, and Reed throws it down.
That's what Reed brings to the table. He's got an impressive combination of strength and mobility.
Knocks it loose. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Just 3 on the clock, and there's the bucket from Dosunmu.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Spurs. And we welcome you back to Game 4 on 2K Sports. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And I really liked how they moved the ball tonight. Because of this selfless approach, they are piling up the assists.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Bryant is out there with Harrison Barnes. And there's Harper. Then it's Luke Cornett. And it's Vassell in at the shooting guard position.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Randall outside. Back to Highland. Here's Dosunmu. Wide open shot is on the money. Dosunmu's got his second bucket.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
With the drive, and Harper slams it in.
So good at reading the floor off the bounce and getting into the teeth of the defense.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall outside. Ingles against Bryant, and Reed has it in the corner. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Reed's got his second bucket tonight.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
For 3, Vassell. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots, off to a good start. And timeout called by Chris Finch. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Edwards has come in for the Timberwolves. Then for the Spurs. Castles checked in for Bryant. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 5. Here's Highland. Off target with his 3. San Antonio's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Vassell. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
There's the craft of Vassell's game.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Highland passes to Randall. And here is Dosunmu. Castle covering. Randall from outside. A rebound by the Spurs. And you know, you can't help but be impressed with the fashion they've been tearing through these first 2 rounds. They've steamrolled their way to 7 straight wins to start the playoffs.
I mean, a 7-game win streak in the regular season is impressive. But to do it in the postseason against the best teams in the league, that's really incredible. If I had to make a prediction, Kevin, I'd say we might be in the right seats tonight to see another broom come out on the floor.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Here's Edwards. Edwards just makes it look simple inside.
Well, look, it's tough to keep Edwards out of the lane and tough to stop him once he's in there.
It's good. And the Spurs lead by 7.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Highland passes to Edwards. Back to Highland. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Reed. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now that's how you finish with authority. Show them how it's done, young fella. Stephon Castle is a problem.
Barnes against Randall. Played in with the nice touch off the glass. Randall's got 4 points this quarter. And so Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Gobert, he's checked in for Julius Randle. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And Mike Conley subbed in for Highland. Castle finds Fox. And it's Vassell in the corner. Knocks down the 3-ball. Vassell's got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Ryan's checked in for Vassell. There's a minute 40 left to play in the first half. And finished off by Gobert.
And the slam. If Rudy gets that ball anywhere near the rim, he is going to finish.
Back to Bryant. Outside, Fox. And it's Mike Conley with the rebound.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
Edwards shooting fearlessly from the arc.
And by no means does Edwards take a lot of corner threes, but he will knock them down from there.
Castle misses. Timberwolves trail by 3. But Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And it's finished off by Edwards.
Well, that was unbelievable. Not many guys can do what Ant-Man just did.
Here's Fox. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Nice little floater there. soft touch.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Back to Gobert. Sweet move. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, it's exactly what Gobert wants offensively. He wants to attack at the closest range possible.
The putback can't hit the putback. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Spurs up 3. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion comes from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
Seeing how things are shaking down for... Thanks for spending halftime.
And we welcome you back to 2K Sports coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Vassell.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So it's Minnesota now. It's a 3-point game. The guard pair will be Conley and Edwards. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the 3. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. Spurs working the ball around now. The 3, Vassell, rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Offensive rebound. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Gobert. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Gobert's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Timberwolves. Here's Fox. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Yeah, even with the defense smothering him, Fox stays composed and gets it to go.
Edwards looking it over. It's good. This game is all even. Edwards got 17.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Tries the spin move. Handle no good. Spurs leading by 3. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Back to Randall. From the low block. And the Timberwolves tag on 2 more.
And that's a nice possession. Did a good job to get that open shot.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Castle. Back to Fox. And here's the foul from the arc. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Oh, wow. 4 or 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And finished off by Edwards.
Well, it's old hat now when we see Edwards dominating the game scoring. Nancy emerged as an elite player.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Fox against Thomas. And Fox gets it to go. And the Spurs lead by 6.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. These players can flat out shoot the rock. The 2K leaderboard shows us the top 3-point shooters in the playoffs. Victor Wembanyama is second. 4th, Devin Vassell.
And the bright lights of these playoffs have done wonders for each of their three-point shooting. That's what they were both hoping for.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Out to Conley. 6 to shoot. Handle right side. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got assist number 8 now on the night.
Well, already an improvement for him from beyond the arc to this side.
For 3, Vassell hits it from three-point range. Vassell's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Spurs. McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
What bounce from McDaniel, just leaping into the air for that dunk.
He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
For 3, Edwards. The rebound by Champagnie.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wembanyama with the bucket. Wembanyama's got 9 points now in the quarter.
At well over 7 feet tall. Inside is easy money for Victor.
Over in the corner, McDaniels. The three-pointers right on target.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Julius Randle. And it's Dosunmu in for McDaniels.
Well, Harper spotted a chance for a big play, and he took it. Go ahead, young fella.
Timberwolves trail by 7. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Edwards against Harper. Back to Plumlee. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Spurs lead by 7.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Edwards, that's good.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Johnson inside. Defended by Dosunmu.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Over in the corner, Conley. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. Conley's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Johnson goes in, and the slam dunk by Johnson.
Well, this is Johnson at his best. When he's attacking the rim, he's tough to contain.
Edwards kicks to Conley, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Spurs lead by 2. From Target Center, back in a moment. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what... kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Fox and Castle are their guards. Harrison Barnes is out there with Luke Cornett, and it's Bryant in at the small forward position. Pass to Highland, and here's Randall from past the arc. Rebounded by Castle. Shoots over Highland. Castle misses. Timberwolves trail by 4. Fast break, Minnesota. Highland finds Randall. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Clark's checked in. San Antonio also making a switch. Harper's checked in. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. He applauded their shooting and their shot selection, saying, "We're taking the right threes, not forcing anything. Keep doing that, and they'll continue to fall." Makes the game easy, doesn't it?
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And they've also not only created turnovers tonight, but converted on them. All game long, that strategy has been paying off.
Edwards has come in for Clark. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Reed with a screen on Harper. Pass to Dosunmu. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Here's Randall, and again it's Minnesota.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Bryant to the hoop, and that one. Drops for him, and the Spurs lead by 1.
Castle so good up and down the lane.
Randall surveying the D. Over in the corner, Dosunmu. Sin coming off an assist from Randall. Dosumu's got the lead up to 2 now for the Timberwolves. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. And it's Fox with the jam.
And we've become accustomed to seeing this from Fox. A fantastic scorer who knows how to get himself going.
And so it's Highland with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. Here's Randall. And the rejection by Wembanyama. The Spurs have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. He misses his first shot of the contest after making his first 6. 9 feet out. Randall passes to Highland. Out to Edwards. From the baseline. Wembanyama rips down the rebound. San Antonio's gotten all but one of the 3-pointers to go down in this game. They've gone 7 of 8 so far. Now Castle. Vassell. Down he goes for 3.
And if you thought the break would slow him down, you were wrong. He remains red hot from deep.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. Some changes for Minnesota. Gobert is checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Dosunmu. And it's Mike Conley in for Highland. Edwards fires. He nails it from 11.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch gene.
Got it to go off the glass.
And Fox is a gamer. Someone that wants to step up and deliver in important moments.
Now Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. It's good.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Here's Vassell for three, and here's the three.
Well, they needed a bucket right there, and it's Vassell who answers the call.
Edwards against Castle. Now Gobert.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And that trip coming up empty, missing both.
Well, winning Defensive Player of the Year multiple times, Gobert has all... How's that for a finish? Fox relishes any chance he gets to throw it down.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Edwards. We've got 1:23 left in the game. Oh, softly lays it in.
Well, if it's a big spot, Edwards wants the ball, wants the attention. You need that.
Now Castle, outside Vassell. From outside, good! Another from 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Edwards, jumper is off.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
Wembanyama rips down the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Takes the 3. Can't get it.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. Here's Fox, and now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game.
Job well done at the line on that possession. They'll make things a little easier on themselves if they can convert those.
And the Timberwolves call time here. 16 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Licking their wounds. It hasn't come together for them tonight.
But they're not going down without a fight. They'll keep game planning and playing until the final whistle.
And he's just living out beyond the arc right now. What a weapon to have on the floor.
Well, he's firing away with confidence from downtown. The defense better adjust to this and fast.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game out.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
It's stolen by Wembanyama. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And so the San Antonio Spurs have won the series. And with the 4-game sweep, they steamrolled their way through round 2. Now, Greg, they head to the conference finals on the highest of notes.
And to that point, Kevin, I really feel like this team is playing their best basketball of the season. They're going to have some downtime before the next round, but as well as they're playing, probably wish this thing would start tomorrow.
It's time for us to say goodbye. We hope you've enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference Playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for